Tombs in the hills,
Hi everyone.
above and beyond any other.
Just waiting for the ads to finish.
Lifelong relationships to deliver the best
And then we will be
results.
live.
Brett Humby of McGrath Estate Agents will unlock value in your home you never knew existed. To realise more and experience the McGrath advantage with Brett Humby, head to mcgrath.com.au or search Brett Humby today. Station sponsor. Learn something new in 2022 with the Parramatta College. Term 2 courses are open for enrolment and include business and work skills, computer skills, leisure and lifestyle, languages. The Parramatta College also offers New South Wales government-funded courses. Eligibility criteria apply. Improve your personal and professional development with an award-winning community college. Enroll today at the Parramatta College. Call 9687-2072. That's 9687-2072. Or visit parramattacollege.edu.au. Station sponsor. Hillside Workers. Enjoy free live music every Saturday night at Workers Lockdown. Every Saturday night and Sunday afternoon at Workers Sports. And every Sunday afternoon at Workers Hubertus. Plus, enjoy a full range of dining facilities. Visit the website at www.workersclub.com.au for the full music schedule, plus plenty of other activities, including raffles, bingo, promotions, and fun events. Workers is your club. Station sponsor. Are you looking for a home loan or refinancing your existing loan? Confused by all the mortgage rigmarole? Not sure where to start? Give Deb a call from Debbie Does Home Loans. With access to over 30 lenders, she can find you the best deal according to your personal situation. Best part is, you won't pay a cent for her services. Call Deb on 0449 909 133. The mortgage broker.
I bought earlier a present and it came in this packaging, which is Mr. Doodle. Okay, so here, Ellie, come here. This is me and Ellie tonight. In our, hang on, in our shirts. Oh, you're a funny girl. And I'm already hot. I've told her, please get the air conditioning on because I'm going to die here tonight. I'm already hot. Face it to me, that's it. She's fixing it. Oops, which one is it? This one?
That one.
Welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome to my show. We are just setting up here and trying to put the air conditioning on. That's why we went to dead air for a couple of seconds there. However, we would like to say a big hello to Mr. Doodle overseas, and we have bought his shirts. And come over here, Ellie. So if you can see us on Facebook, we've got these Mr. Doodle shirts on at the moment, and he even gave me some stickers, as well as the bag is actually done up in his doodling, I guess. If you can see it on Facebook, it's so cool. And if you go to his Mr. Doodle Facebook page, you'll see that he's actually doodled the whole home, a 6-bedroom home, as well as his Tesla car, inside and out for the home. So welcome to my show. I'm an international psychic medium. My name is Lesley Spaliviero, and I'm live across 8 platforms tonight, including Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, which is the main page on my Facebook. So if you'd like to have a free meeting reading, then come over to that main page and I will be able to see your questions there. So don't give me any numbers or dates or anything like that. Don't give me any names, anything. Just give me a question that you'd like to have answered, as well as a validation after the question, please, once I've read for you. So how I work is that I get drawn to your questions through spirit. A lot of people say that in this spirit world, in the psychic medium spirit world, that you have to raise your vibration. There's no way. If I had to raise my vibration, I feel like I'm a personal trainer, 36 years. If I had to do that, I think I'd be doing a boot camp class or a boxing class, trying to do a reading at the same time. Now, how difficult do you think that would be? So that's the difference. For me, I always lower my vibration, and when I'm reading, I feel like I'm in peace with the other side. It feels like I'm in a permanent meditation mode, And sometimes I can't even remember what I've said because the feeling is so tranquil, is so peaceful for me, and it just feels like I'm in heaven. It feels like the best way I can actually describe it is if you've ever flown in a plane and you've been above the ground, above the surface ground, of course. And then when you go on the land, you're actually grounded. But then when you go underneath the ocean, it's quiet. It's really, really peaceful. You don't hear anything. All you can really, really hear or feel is your breathing. And that's how I feel. I feel like I'm underwater. And I don't know how else to explain the feeling of going to the other side and talking to them, or having them come, send me their messages to you guys, the loved ones. I also do remote viewing. I get all the senses. I get all the clairs. I have the remote viewing is my forte, which means that I see everything out of the past loved one's eyes, as well as your eyes when you're a kid, perhaps, or something like that. Just whatever spirit wants to show me, or whatever the past loved one on the other side wants to show me, I pretty much say. I asked my spirit guide to give me everything, such as a smorgasbord of information. I want the whole lot. I start my shows at 8 till 10 on Sunday, 9 to 11 here on the live 90.5 FM on a Monday night, 10 till 12 on a Tuesday, and then back at 8 till 10 on a Wednesday. And I ask my spirit, and I say to him, I don't want any messages before my shows or after my shows. I just want everything that you could possibly give me while I'm doing my readings, or while I'm on my live shows, because I don't want to miss anything. And because I have to be regulated with the media law on radio, as well as the community standards on Facebook, it's quite hard to, you can just imagine how I have to operate. I've got to think about the panel. I've got to make sure I'm reading the right question out, making sure that I'm talking to spirit properly, getting that message from spirit, and relaying. It's like Chinese whispers. You have a message from the past loved one on the other side, and then I have to relay that message through, or try and understand what they're saying, and then relay that message through to the person at the other end of Facebook. Because that's where I read from. I don't read from anywhere else. And you can just imagine how many brains. And some people have said, oh my God, Leslie, you've got like 10 brains for what you do. But, you get used to sort of, doing the whole box and dice here. And Ellie's come along nearly a year now. It'll be about 4 months off a year. Is it, Ellie? Yeah, about 4 months off a year. And she's been with me as my producer here. So she helps me in the studios and on my live feeds. And before that, I was doing it all by myself. So thank God you're here now, Ellie.
I don't know how you did it.
She said, I don't know how you did it. Well, I did, but I had to, so. But how the remote viewing works is that I see everything on my right. So my left brain is, or everybody's left brain is, the conscious mind, the mind that's listening to me, the mind that focuses, the mind that does, the reading and the mathematics and whatever else on that part of it. That's the part that remembers the things that you do and does the things that you do. However, the subconscious mind is on the right side of the brain, and it actually is the part of the mind that actually talks to the universe, and the universe and your spirit guide connect together, and they make things happen. So, for example, if you don't want something to happen, then you don't think about it and you don't say it, because it will be happening, because they don't know if it's right or wrong, left or right, good or bad. It doesn't know. All it knows is literal, which means that whatever you say, you get. You're always going to be 100% right. So if you say, oh, I can't afford this, I can't afford that, I'll just get by till the end of the week. Sure as ever, what happens? You just get by till the end of the week. So it's very, very important to understand the universe. And I never used to believe it myself. I never ever thought I'd be doing this ever in my life, or helping people around the world, which is what I do. However, here I am, 5-6 years later, after learning all this properly, because I had this when I was a lot younger, and now learning this properly, and doing a lot of courses as well outside of, doing the face-to-face learning. But now I realize, how important it is to make sure that you deliver the message properly, as well as that you, the messages that you're receiving from spirit is like captured, because sometimes my messages from spirit can be a very, very faint message. And some psychics say to me, oh, I've got a blockage, or I've got this, or I've got that. And I go, well, no, I don't believe in anything such as a blockage. You're just missing the very faint messages. And sometimes I'll get heart attacks, or, headaches, and there'll be massive headaches, or then I know that some people have had a stroke, or I can't breathe, or my throat feels tight, or I've got a broken leg, or I've, been hit on the head. Until I've acknowledged that pain, and said that on the show or the live feed, what happens is that spirit will keep on giving me that pain until I've actually said it. So I have to say it when I'm reading the person. Now, if I have, 70, 80 people on my live, then I have to make sure that I'm delivering the right message for the right person on the live. So it's very daunting sometimes when you have all these spirits lined up behind you and they want to come through because they're all anxious because they know that their loved ones, their living loved ones, is actually on the live, and they want me to talk to them. But I just say, well, you know what, I can't really talk to you because you. How can I say it? I can't really talk to them because they're actually now I've just lost my train of thought because I feel like there's a dementia patient coming through. So yeah, I feel like I'm all confused all of a sudden here. But anyway, we'll keep going. This is what happens to me. So all of a sudden I'm fine. Next minute I'll have someone come through that's really, really full on energy. The next minute I can't remember a thing. So that's what happens. Anyway, welcome to the world of mediumship. So the difference between psychic and medium is psychic is past, present, and future, which is what I do as well. And also mediumship is talking to the past loved ones. And not all psychics can be a medium, but all mediums can and will be a psychic. So it's and it's no big deal. It's just the way that how their gift is, or how they've been given their gift. So I had cancer 16 years ago, and I was blessed with this gift, or made sure that this gift, I thought I've always had this all my life, but this gift came through. I had ghosts walking through my door. I was sort of seeing things, and it wasn't from the medication of stopping the pain, that's for sure. It was people that I was seeing, and I was freaking out. So, and I thought I was going crazy, but clearly I'm not, because I have more than 3,000 validations on my Facebook page in an album. And I've got a lot more, but I just haven't even had a chance to even put them up. But what I also do is random act of kindness, and any money that I receive from private readings all goes back into paying the radio stations, as well as paying for postage for sending out gifts that I receive from my followers, such as Jess Black. She makes me all these beautiful handmade crystals in bracelets, as well as key rings, the angel key rings, etc. And what I do is I wait for the right time for asking for people to send through their random act of kindness where they've helped people around the world. And sure as ever, last night we had 4 people that had helped some people, in their local area, or whatever the case may be. And I sent out 2 of them today because the other 2 didn't respond and give me the address. So I only sent 2 today. So anyway, actually 3. I sent something else down to Melbourne as well. So... but anyway, we'll keep going. So if you'd like to have a free reading, then come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll see me there. I'd like you to share, love, like, and share the page. That's all I ask. I don't even set up Facebook with stars. They offered me stars to seek money from all my followers, and I said, no, I don't want to do that. I was given this gift so that I could share it around the world. However, if you do want a private reading, you have to pay for it, because that's what pays for my radio shows. But I'm happy to do mini readings for people, just so that I can help them, get rid of some despair, or get rid of some questions that they might have that's actually traumatizing them. I like to bring, as a personal trainer, I like to bring everything up so that it's, a bit more funny, a bit more upbeat, because I don't like the doom and gloom, and I'm a very positive person. So the doom and gloom sort of gets to me too sometimes, and I'll just think, oh wow, I'm so lucky to be able to even be alive after the cancer. But I'm actually so lucky compared to other people, and I don't sort of ever disrespect that or take it for granted, if that makes sense. I'm very grateful for my life. I'm very grateful for what I have, and just everything going forward, I guess. So I'm just going to say hello to everybody on the live feed. So if you'd like to come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll see me there. It's the main page on Facebook. So I want to say hello to Tanya Aikens, Erin Gratzerix, hello, Tiffany Booth, hello, Jill Polgley, she's first off the rank here. We've got Charmaine, she's here, Layla Gates, sorry, I can't say some of the names. We've also got here Michelle Coburn, hello, Wendy Merce-Martin, and Monique Dupont, Blinky Buzz, hello there. We've got here Hayley Dawes, hello. Yasha Rose, hi Yasha, I finally get to see your hi. If you've got a question, guys, and I've missed it, please put it up there again, because I don't mean to miss them on purpose, but don't spam me, because it takes up the whole feed. But whatever spirit is drawn to, that's how I operate. Whatever spirit is drawn to, that's what I'll be doing, is reading those kind of messages. So I read from my iPad here, and all I get to see, and I'll show you on the live feed, 1 second, is all I get to see, whoops, hang on, is a name, and I don't even really get to see your face on the actual Facebook and your questions. That's all I get to see. So it's not like I can cheat with this here and ask questions or anything like that. So that's the real part of, you know, being a psychic medium, is that I don't do any phishing like some fakes out there that want to do the phishing. And that's why I do this as well, because I just got tired of people getting ripped off around the world to these fakes out there, and taking their money and just giving them, you know, pathetic readings, I guess. So Jackie Connolly, hello. Tanya Aiken, she says, oh, I thought that was a Mr. Doodle top. Yes, they are. Me and Ellie, we've got twin tops on tonight. She's here with me. And we just wanted to say hello to Mr. Doodle over there. I've already contacted him today to say, yes, we're going to go live tonight with his shirts on. And they're beautiful quality as well. So it's actually the best quality I've seen. And it's just so nice. Like even the bag was actually made out of his doodling. So it's really cool. If you go to his page, you'll see that he's got a lot of you know, like his house, his entire house, a lot of things doodled, but including his entire house of 6 bedrooms, the floor to ceiling, everything, as well as his Tesla. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, I just want to start to pull in spirit. I like to say hello to everybody on the live feed so that they can pull in spirit as well. Because if they're coming on here, they've got to actually ask for spirit for them to come through. And that makes it me drawn to them. So Zaria, hello. We've got Jessica Taylor, hello. I don't know if anyone's seen tonight my little pets on my Facebook page. You know, I nearly lost my dog Bob yesterday because he snuck behind me and I didn't see him go past the garage, and then the neighbours down the road, and I gave them some gifts. I gave them these beautiful angels, you know, that these glass beautiful ornamental angels that I had. And it's just to say thank you, because I couldn't believe that they actually came knocking on my door, and I said to myself, that is Bob knocking on, well, not Bob knocking on the door, he's only like half a foot tall, but I knew somebody was knocking on the door telling me that the dog was there, and I was petrified to open the door because I was thinking, oh my God, he's going to be squashed because he's blind and he's deaf and everything, and oh gosh, it was such a traumatic time. But anyway, so Jessica Taylor says, I'm open to any messages from past loved ones. So what we'll do is we'll just take down a couple of names tonight, and whoever I'm drawn to the most, I'm going to read. But last week, I think we read 35 or 36, and we got 33 validations, something like that, Ellie, was
Last
it?
week and the week before.
And the week before, she says, beautiful, thank you. So Annette Hook, hello. Gwen, hello. Love to hear more about the remote viewing. So, okay, so remote viewing. Well, it's exactly the best way I can describe the remote viewing there, Gwen, is exactly when you come out of the shower and the mirror is a bit misty. It's exactly how I see it. So whatever you look out of your eyes and just picture there's a bit of mist in front of you, that's exactly how I see it. And the actual colors is quite hard to tell sometimes, especially if the mist is on the mirror is just too, it's not a mirror, but I'm just trying to explain it like that. Especially if the mist is too strong or too thick, I can't see it properly, the colors, but then all of a sudden I see the mist go, and then sure as ever, there's the answer for me, the color or the thing that they're trying to show me. So, but oh wow, we've got a validation from Michelle Coburn already. I haven't even started.
Yep, so Michelle Coburn said, so sorry, Leslie and Ellie. This was for last night as my reception was dropping in and out. I truly hope that the relationship between my daughter and partner does last. He is a lovely, polite person. Thank you for your time.
That's cool. Thank
and then
you.
Aaron Walsh.
Oh, good.
Aaron Walsh said, I got my gift and it was absolutely beautiful and it put a smile on my face. Thank you again so much.
Wow. Thank you. Yeah, good. Thank you for the feedback. So I've sent out so many gifts that I don't even hardly ever hear back a thank you or anything like that. So I just go, oh, well, too bad, too sad for me. But it's good to get feedback to know that they're actually receiving the gifts that I'm sending out, because they cost me like $20 a pop. So And I've sent probably, well, Jess Black last time sent me 66 angels, and I don't know, I think there was like 100 or something bracelets or something like that. It was crazy. So I've sent nearly all of those bracelets. I think I've got about 7 left. After today, I've got 5 left, I think that is. So I've sent a lot out. Let me go back a step. I've lost where I was up to now. But guys, Spirit likes to have manners as well. So please be respectful on the live feed, because not only will I bypass that, it's like you've got to have manners, guys, because in this industry, there's a lot of disrespect in this industry, and there's a lot of people that just think that because we do this for free that we actually can be, dictated to, but clearly not. I will not be dictated to on here. So please tell me what your questions are. Don't give me any numbers or names or anything like that. I don't want to know. I'll tell you the numbers because I'm very accurate with my numbers, and I'm very accurate with 99% of my readings, or 90, I guess. Well, no, 95. So let's go. So Lavinia, we're just going back to that's what I was talking about. We're going back to the remote viewing. So yes, Gwen, it's like exactly how you see it outside of your eyes. And I remember doing a reading a long time ago. This is about 2.5 years ago, and it was one of my customers, and he had somebody walk into his showroom and say, I sense that your grandfather's in spirit. And he goes, oh yeah, wow, that's cool, And then she says, and I know that your grandmother's in spirits, And I'm thinking, well, that's really generalized. And he didn't know I was a medium. And I said, and this is during COVID, and I was at home, and he was at work. And I don't even know how she got in there, actually, to be honest. And as sure as ever, I said, well, that's really cool. I said, you know what I hate? And he says, what? And I go, I hate fakes. I hate people that just fluff things up just to make it sound. I said, it's a 50-50 phone a friend for that answer what she said to you. And I said, the principles is that when you're a real medium or a real psychic, you don't have to ask too many questions, So, and it's a matter of just saying what you get, and also putting it out there and saying exactly what you get, so that you have validations come through. And then when the validation comes through that you're correct, that's when you know you're on point. So but I see a lot of people asking a lot of questions, fishing for information, watching how you move, if you're doing a face-to-face with them, watching how you say things, or what the storyline might be, or something like that. But when I'm doing radio or any of my live shows, I don't get a chance to even see your face. All I see is your name, and all I see is your question. So I don't get time to, or even have an opportunity to even ask for any information. I'm not saying I'm the best in the world. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that's the difference between the fakes out there, as well as the real mediums that are out there, because the fakes just want to take your money, guys. And there's a lot out there. And I was talking to a board member today on a spiritual site, which is very well renowned, and I won't say it on here, but he was telling me how there's a lot of scams out there. And that's why I'm saying this, because there was a lot of people, and there's about 72 cases already of investigation of people that have actually been scamming other people for money and registrations and things like that. So please don't get sucked in. Please don't get your wallet taken by these people, or the pocket, or your money, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, just make sure you're skeptical about how they're operating and what they're doing, because they shouldn't be asking you questions. They shouldn't be actually fishing for information, is what I call it. So but when I was talking to that person, and I said, you know what, I hate fakes and things like that, he says, what do you mean? And I said, well, how about this? And then I actually pulled through his father and told him everything about his father. And I actually could see myself as him, as a 10-year-old child, out of his eyes in the backseat of the car of his grandfather. And I described everything to a T, and he was absolutely rocked off his feet. He couldn't believe it. So but that's how it works. I guess that's the remote viewing. I was sitting in the car telling him exactly what he could see when he was a 10-year-old child. So that's how remote viewing works for me. It's just, it's one thing after the other. Well, let's keep going. So Michelle Colburn, she says, I love your T-shirts. Yes, they're cool. They're really good quality too. Jackie Keane, good morning from Massachusetts, Leslie. So tell me where you're from, suburb, state, country, county, and we will get moving. So I don't need to read the novels, guys, just your question, if that's okay. So Lavinia Pomano says, went with my niece grabbing things for zinc, magnesium, and calcium, ended up with a lot of things, managed to grab some for my son as well. That's awesome. So that's going to make you feel a lot better, 100%. I think I remember telling you to do this. And I also get the eye twitching around you. I can't stop my eye twitching around you, Lavinia. Are you feeling stressed? Because I just feel like you're very stressed at the moment. Yeah, so I get the eye twitching for you there, Lavinia, and a lot of stress. I just feel like there's a lot of things on your plate at the moment, like the heavy tension on your shoulders as well. I know that sounds general, but my eye cannot stop twitching. Normally when I do my shows, I've got really blue eyes, and then when I do my shows, people tell me that my eyes go black. So it freaks me out too. But anyway, so Hina Gujril, I can't say that. She says, what are Alex's current intentions and feelings towards me? Where's your please, Hina? Alex, I don't feel like if you have to ask about that, then that's your answer, lovey. And I feel like no response is a response for you. Okay, guys, where's your please? Brenda Thompson, hello. Shah Charles, hello there. She says, would love a reading, please, Lesley. And I'm going to come back to Jessica Taylor as well. So, SH. So what do I get for you? I do get lots of dry mouth around you as well, and I feel like there's also going into the throat for you as well there, Shah. And I also feel like the number 23 for you, so 2 and 3 is 5, and the month of May is also important. So they're telling me to go back to May. So what is birthdays, anniversaries, or memorial, or something like that, or something significant around the month of May. And I also feel itchy around my nose, around my face. So I feel like this is like some issues with the skin, or just underneath the nose, or someone's just wiping the nose constantly with for a cold. But I feel like the skin is irritation around the skin as well. And I'm also getting on my right leg, I feel like my pins and needles, right foot to right up the shin is like pins and needles around my leg. It's numb. So who's that around you? Because I feel like this might be an elderly lady. And I feel like this elderly lady has been in hospital, and I can see the legs swelling up and down. That's what they're showing me as well. So that's what I'm getting. And I also see like a checkered, this is going to sound really weird, a checkered handkerchief. So what does that mean? Did she used to use the handkerchiefs instead of the ladies' hanky? Do you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain that, but it looks like she used to use the male's handkerchief and not the female's handkerchief. Does that make any sense with you, or is that someone around there? Because I feel like that might be Jessica Scissorhands, or Brenda Thompson, Susan Minasi, someone around there. Yasha Rose, it could be there. So I'll leave that there. Sorry, hang on a sec. I also get the number 13. I just said 1 and 3 is 4 in the month of April. So you've got April and May was a tough time for you. And I feel like after January next year, going into February, it's going to be very busy. But February to March is going to be a lot more settled and more money for you. Okay, so see the little dollar signs coming through. And I'll leave that there. Do you have anything, Ellie? No, not yet. I thought you were looking at me because you want something. I felt the energy turn around. She's probably freezing because I've got the aircon full bore because I get hot when I do this.
You're not wrong.
Oh, sorry. Keep you awake there, Ellie. Yeah, Erin Walsh. She says, hi, Lesley and Spirit. Hope you are well. I'm starting my new job next. Is that next week, or what's that? Job next, and I was wondering if you feel this is a good fit for me mentally and for my soul. Thank you so much. You're welcome. So yes, I do feel like it's a good job, and I do feel like this is a stepping stone. I feel like this is one step ahead of where you want to be. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be there around 6 to 8 months. But what I want you to do there, Erin, is walk in there like an exclamation mark, not a question mark. Okay, so that means that you walk upright with confidence, making sure that you smile. Smiles are contagious, okay? Moods are contagious as well. So when you're walking in there, make sure you smile at everybody and just get that beautiful feeling of warmth around you, okay? Which I see you glowing. They just showed me you glowing. And look up the aura color of gold, okay? I don't know why. I just saw you all with beautiful gold around you, okay? And I feel like this is going to be really nice for you. And there's a lot of other good things coming up around February and March as well for you too. Okay, busy time, Christmas, but it's just a bit boring as well. Busy and boring, they're just saying to me. Okay, so keep your chin up, all right? Things are going to change around February, March for you, and I feel like it's going to be more money coming in also for you too. So I get the dollar signs as well, and I'll leave that there. What do we got here? Yeah, Lisa Catherine McRilla. Yes, that's a beautiful thing to do. Yes, I send lots of gifts around the world there, Lisa. And I always believe of paying it back to people so that they can feel, like they're loved. And every time I'm on my feeds, I always put, lots of love hearts and kisses and stuff like that. And I was just saying to one of my work colleagues today, I said, Dom, I almost sent love hearts and kisses to one of the staff out on site, and he laughed his head off. And I go, I'm so used to doing like the love hearts and kisses on like love kiss. And I said, I almost sent one of the guys out in the field a love heart and kisses, and he just started laughing. And he goes, oh well. I said, yeah, but it would have been well if he would have looked at me next and thought, oh, what a weirdo. But anyway, poor bloke's married and got kids and stuff, and I'm thinking, oh my god, how embarrassing. So Jackie Clean, nice shirts, Leslie and Ellie. Is anyone with me? Is anyone with me, Jackie? I want to come back to Jessica. I nearly forgot about her again too. Jackie Clean. So, guys, if you have a reading, or if you have a past reading that I've done for you and you need to validate, then post it up on the live feeds here so we can capture that and Ellie can read it out. Keep her from freezing. So we've also got, is anyone with me? So who do I get with you? I get 11 around you, so the month of November as well. So big times. I always get my right ankle. So inside ankle is giving me a bit of pain, and I also get the 2 in February for you as well. So coming up March, I feel like there's going to be a little bit of disappointment, but you're going to get through that, okay? Because I feel like there's just some annoying things that are going to annoy you. So hang in there, because it's all going to be past, like in a flash, like 24 or 48 hours, okay? All gone, all over at Red Rover. That's what I hear. So keep your chin up there, Jackie. And I feel like there's a past loved one of a father figure on the other side as well. And I see him with a slight bit of a belly, dark brown hair, dark brown eyes. And I also feel like he's got a little bit of issues with his beard as well. And he's saying to me that it might have been him before, because he's saying to me, I used to have issues on the base of my chin here. And he's also telling me too that he used to hold, he used to hold and go like this, and you can't see me on the radio, but you can see me on the live. Just hold like this and just hold his chin, and just pull it and push it, and pull his face around a bit. That's what he's showing me as well. So, but I'd like to leave that there, Jackie, and I'll move on to the next person. But thank you for your question. So if you've got a question, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I'll see you there. So. Okay, I'm just trying to read a message. I can't read long messages, guys, on my feeds here because I don't want to go to dead air. So if you send me a message, just don't tell me everything in the message. You need to just ask me a question. Okay. Oh. Okay. So what else have we got here? Oh, beautiful. Tanya Aikens. She says, I'm so grateful for your readings. I started back with my hip strengthening exercise today. Well done. That's awesome. So that's going to be, you need to do a lot of glute medius and glute minimus muscles as well there, okay? They're the most important ones for your hips. Hips and lower back, 100%. I used to lecture this stuff. So I lectured for like 3.5 years at 2 colleges. Jill Fitzgerald, hello. Helen Udokovic, hello. And I'm going to come back to Jessica Taylor. So I get the number 13 around you, Jessica, and I also get the number 4 and April. They're also saying go back to 3. So what does that mean for you, March or the number 3 as well? And I'm also got pain on my right side underneath my ribs, or just on the ribs. I feel like somebody's had broken ribs on the right side, because it feels like my ribs, and I heard it just go. And so I feel like someone's either had broken ribs or some issue with the ribs, or that on that right side, because I can't even lift my arm up because it's very painful. And I also get the number 12 around you. So the month of December ends taking me back to March. Okay, so March or the number 3. So yeah, and I feel like there's quite a lot of anxiety around you, and they're just showing me the home as well. And I feel like the home is very dark and dingy at the moment. So please get the blinds open. Please get the sunlight in, because you need to have that sunlight to lift up your spirit at the moment, okay? And I'll leave that there. I just feel like there's a lot of doom and gloom around you at the moment. And I feel like this can be lifted up by having beautiful sunlight, grounding yourself, and getting some, beautiful fresh air out there. You need peace and quiet, I just heard. Okay, so there's a few things going on around you, but you need peace and quiet to actually start to think straight, and then everything will start to flow. That's what I'm getting for you, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. So what else have we got here? So tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, country, county, and I love to know who I'm helping across the world. Yes, Tracy Louise Densley. She said, yes, saw your little cutie babies on Facebook. Very cute. Yes, Bob and Snitzel. They sleep together, my cat and my dog. They're really cute. And the cat actually kind of pushed the dog out of the bed yesterday, and I posted up on the page today. Oh, right. Oh, there you go. So, yep. So we'll be back in a second. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM. Did you get that one there?
We all know that paying for a funeral can be a financial burden. However, have you ever thought of paying off a
And there's
prepaid
also
funeral
another one
with
from
none of
Lavinia.
your ongoing premiums
There's also
that is
another one from
associated
Lavinia.
with funeral
I'm just jumping
insurance?
to the barcode.
$1,000 can get you started.
Okay.
Hills Family Funerals, a family
Just gotta go to a break, guys.
35 years.
Radio is a bit different to doing a live show.
9659-0900. Ask for Richard Scuderi or speak to one of the friendly staff members to learn how. Get assistance today. Call Hills Family Funeral, station sponsor.
Oh,
The
Dominic.
Community newspaper is a family-owned and operated free community magazine. 10,000 copies are printed every fortnight
Correct.
and delivered to 75
Okay.
different locations across the Hills and Hawkesbury areas. If you're unable to pick up a printed copy, there is free online access at hillstohawkesbury.com.au. Plus the newspaper's social media sites. The Hills to Hawkesbury.
So I bought Ellie one of these
Involve and
shirts,
inspire.
Mr. Doodle shirts, and in the bag it came like this as well. Look at the bag. That's how this guy did his whole house. Can you believe that? Like that. Crazy. Everything. He gave me stickers as well. I don't know if you can see them on my laptop. You probably can't see them on my laptop. I put the stickers on my laptop.
To book a free consultation with us. Remember, we are buyers' trusted agents. We go really
Nice
hard
and
to
cool
get
in
the
here now.
best deal from sellers. Station sponsor.
We are the Insight Intelligence Group, specialising in Australian corporate investigations and information risk management.
Ellie's sprinting back. Oh, look, he's.
Competitor analysis, social media intelligence, reputational risk management, internal or external investigations.
Cool.
And proactive, Insight Intelligence Group works with you to ensure the success of the investigation. Australia-wide or global, facts, not opinion. 02 882 9837. InsightIntelligence.com.au. Station sponsor.
This used to be in every car. A little lever on the dash. Left for cold air, right for hot air. But no matter how many times Jenny slides it from left to right, the car's just as cold. And no matter how many nights her and her mum sleep in this car, it's just as uncomfortable. For every person you see sleeping on the streets, there are 13 more you don't see. So donate to the Red Shield Appeal today at salvationarmy.org.au to help the Salvos
Ready?
leave no one in need. Station sponsor.
You are listening to Alive 90.5.
If you'd like to know more about us, jump onto our website.
www.alive905.com.au.
Do it just before it fades out. Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome to my show. I'm an international medium, so if you'd like to have a reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I will see you there. So I'm just saying hello to a few people on the live feed now. We've already done a few readings. I think I've done about 8. I think there is 7 or 8. So if you want to have a mini reading, then come over to that main page, because I'm streaming live across 8 pages at the moment. So please come over to the main page. Correct. So I'm just saying a correct because one of my friends is watching and just got a text message, and there was a funny thing in the office today about the word correct. So, and that's what I thought I'd just throw it in there. So let's keep going. I just saw a beautiful validation here somewhere, and I'm just trying to find it from. Well, over to you there, Ellie. I think you've got
validations.
it. Yeah.
So the first validation I have is from Bev Ridley. She said, I have soreness down my right calf and I use a man's handkerchief.
Oh,
Also, mum passed in April, my husband passed in April, and birthday is in May, and my husband passed in April and birthday in May, and my birthday is in April.
yeah, right. There you go. Thank you, Bev. Wow, that's cool.
Lavinia Pamana says, "Hi Leslie, little validation to my twitching eye. Yes, you did tell me to grab things for magnesium and zinc, and I just remembered watching the video of our private reading. I am so stressed, so much on my mind. I feel I'm not grieving properly. It's like it's go. I usually like to lock myself in my room and try to block everything out so I don't fall into depression mode. Hopefully our private reading will give me some good guidance or abundance sometime soon. Thank you, Leslie, for taking time out for all of us, even if it's for seconds, but little bits of info is priceless and good, especially for our health. Thank you, spirits."
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, I know, Lavinia. I know it's tough sometimes. You know, when you have a loved one that's passed, and as much as it, I hope this makes you feel better. But they're always beside you. They're not with me, lovey. Okay, so just remember that, and you can always talk out loud to them because they hear everything, they see everything that you do, and they don't judge you. They don't, take any remorse with them when they go on the other side or anything like that. Not saying that he did, but I just feel, for yourself, there's a lot of good things coming up. Okay, so and there's no time frame on grieving. There's no time frame on how you should act and how you should be, and and anything like that. It's just your response to something that's very traumatic, and whatever it is, and how you respond is how you respond, and nobody should criticize that either. That's how I see it. So I'm looking forward to doing that reading with you as well. So hang in there, girl. And it's not like if it was meant to be to do it the other day, it would have been meant to do. It would have happened, Lavinia. So it wasn't meant to be to do it the other day. That's a good point to remember as well. Okay, so everything's done for a reason. Spirit put things in your path for a reason, guys. So just remember that if you're feeling like you have despair, ask the angels to help you. Ask your spirit guides to help you. Ask your past loved ones to help you, because they're always hanging around. They're always trying to give you a hand, but you just miss it because you don't know how to see the signs. So I my heart goes out to you, lovey. So hang in there, okay? Where are we? Okay. That's beautiful. Yes, I found a reading here. I did a reading for somebody, and I'm trying to find where I just saw. She said the front door. Did you see that one there, Ellie? Who was that? Who was the one that I just showed you before with the front door?
Was that Lavinia Pamana, where she said you did a remote viewing for her and you described her thing to a T, her front room to a T?
Yeah. Did you already say that?
No.
Oh. Okay.
So Lavinia Pamana commented earlier, Leslie did a remote viewing for her and she described her front room to a T.
Okay, thank you. Oh, you're killing me, Ellie. Gee whiz, right, okay. Reese Daniels, I've seen that guy that scribbled all over his house laughing out loud. 100%. Like, he's crazy. He's not crazy. It's cool, but it's crazy. Like, sure, you just like do that to your whole house, 6-bedroom mansion, and you go and doodle the whole house. It's crazy. I wouldn't do that to my big house, but anyway. So, here it is. Here, Lavinia Palmani says Leslie has done remote viewing with me while live. She described my front room to a T. Yeah, thank you. So, all right. So Hina, I've already answered that, lovey. So. And every single time you've posted that question up, Hina, you have not said thank you or please once. So I'm not going back there. All right. What else have we got here? Leslie Chambers. So loved and shared. She says, hello, beautiful, from Bundaberg. Please, Leslie, is there any guidance coming through on how I'm handling a situation with my granddaughters? Right. Oh, as much as you want to hear me tell you everything that's going to be good for you, I just feel like that some little things are still going to hang around. That's going to be a little bit daunting at the moment, okay? So hang in there, because I don't feel like this is going to stay for long, this kind of situation, okay? So try and turn it around a bit and use the situation to your advantage, and just use it so that you can sort of think about how other people are feeling, because I feel like you want everything your way, and it's either your way or the highway. That's what I'm getting. And so sometimes these younger ones, they kind of pull the parents up, these days. So it's all about just getting through what you need to get through, so that you can have that comfort. But it's also about thinking about the other ones as well, because sometimes people behave in different ways when they're traumatized, or when they're upset, or when they're sad as well, So, and I do feel the anxiety with you, and I also get 16 around you as well there, Lesley. So, and it feels weird me saying Lesley because I'm a Lesley, and you spell the same way as me. So the 16 is 7, and then the month of July as well. So I also get June, so the number 6. So whatever that means to you as well. And they're saying to me that December will be different. Okay, so it's time to pull back the reins and zip it up. Okay, so there's no more backlashing, nothing. Just pull back the reins and just zip it up for now. Okay, and I'll give you 2 to 4 weeks, and everything will start to turn around. But manifest what you want. Don't manifest what you don't want, because I feel like that's what's going on here as well. Okay, it's like, oh, they're not talking to me. Spirit hears that, and they put other things in their path and stuff like that to make them not talk to you. And just, pull back the reins, I think. And I want you to be more positive and keep saying out loud, I can't wait till I see them. I can't wait to talk to them. I can't wait to cuddle them. Whatever the case may be, you can't wait. There's got to be a positive energy going forward. Otherwise, you're just asking for more universal trouble. Okay, and I don't want you to have that, because I feel like your heart is on your sleeve as well. You're a matter of fact person too. It's like bang, 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 my way or the highway, just straight down the line. And some people are too sensitive for the older fashioned kind of straightforwardness, So it's time to pull back a little bit and be a little bit more softer on the surface. Ash Meadows, favorite time of night, kids bedtime. Miss number 7 goes, oh mum, I hear that lady's voice most nights. She talks as much as you. I'm a fan of Lesley. Oh, thanks, Ash. Nice knowing you. Oh, you make me laugh. Oh, jeez. I know I can talk, can't I? Well, I have to. I've got to do my show. Bev Ridley, she says, you're a natural, Lesley. Bless you for what you do for all of us. Thank you. I'm just going to scroll forward, because if I've missed your question, then please write it again, because I have to scroll forward because I'm too far behind. And I know Ellie's going to tell me in a second.
Validations.
Oh, and Ellie's got a validation. Over to you.
I've got a couple.
Oh.
So the first one's from Erin Walsh. She said, thank you so much, Lesley. And yes, it was meant to say next week. I will for sure look up the Aura Color Gold, and I will for sure make sure to be completely open and have a smile on my face. You were so right when you said having a smile makes a huge difference. Thank you so much, Lesley and Spirit.
Yeah, 100%, guys. If you ever want to change the dynamics in a room, you walk in there with a big smile on your face, and everyone will go, oh, wow, why is she smiling? I've got a smile too, so try it. Over to you again, Ellie.
Tracy Doyle says, I got the job I wanted and got a lump sum from the insurance company. Everything is going well so far for me.
That's awesome. Well done. Did I say she was going to get a lump sum? I can't even remember. I can't remember either. I think I do remember something about money, but I can't remember what I said. She'll have to tell me if she's still there. Any more?
Jessica Taylor said hip/lower back many issues, and yes, need sunshine.
Ah, there you go. 100%.
Lavinia Polana said, thank you, Lesley. I need to remember that always. And Jackie Klein said, November is my birthday. My right ankle always takes the brunt. Thank you for everything beautiful.
Yeah, wow. Beautiful. Thank you. Lots of validations there. That's cool. I like it when Spirit gets it right. When he gives me the right message to send through, that's for sure. So I've got here Kathy White, Kobilnik. Sorry, guys, I'm so hopeless at that. My husband passed away a year ago. I'm having a lot of financial problems. Will get better soon, please. Thank you. I think she means, will it get better soon? So I need you to go, and I'm going to harp on it again. And everyone that's been on my live feeds for a long time, they will know that I'm going to tell you to go watch The Secret movie, the full movie. It's so important, Kathy, because what you've just written is, I am having a lot of financial problems. So you have just sent a message to the universe, telling the universe that you're having a lot of financial problems. So what do you think is going to happen, lovey? It's going to continue. 100%, until you click to the fact that you have to change your mindset and say, I've got money coming in. I can't wait for my bank account to fill up. I can't wait to receive money in the post. I can't wait to see my statement and I have an extra few zeros on the end. That's what you need to do. And then you're probably rolling your eyes up going, oh, yeah, right, sure. But when you start doing this and it starts working, then you will believe me. I've been doing, this is my 270th or 272 shows live. I've been talking about The Secret ever since for 272 shows. And it's only been now in the last 20 shows that people are actually coming back on board to my shows and saying to me, Lesley, you've changed my life because I've listened to The Secret and The Secret is amazing. You need to go watch The Secret so that you can never, ever say again, I can't afford this and I'm having financial difficulties. I never say that. I always think about my bank account being, loaded, money coming in all the time. And that's not from readings. Let me tell you, that's from doing my own thing. Okay. So that's me working hard at other things. And it's all about getting ahead, but you need to get ahead with your mind first so that you don't filter that thought, that negative connotation, or whatever it is you're thinking about money, the worry about money. And as soon as you stop doing that, it's going to start delivering, because the universe just wants to please you. It just wants to do everything you want. It doesn't know the difference between a right and a wrong, a left and a right, a positive and negative, or, a minus and a plus. All it knows is what you say or think it is going to deliver. And whatever you say or think, you're going to get 1000%. I can't tell you how many times I've changed people's mindset and lives with this, Lovey, because it's so important and so true for you. Okay, so please, I feel your pain. I actually feel the sorrow in your heart, and I know you're worried. You've got bills. What I want you to do tomorrow is ring up all the places that you owe money to and ask them for an extension for a start until the universe starts to kick in, till you start changing the mindset, okay? So it's going to be about 2 to 4 weeks before things are going to change for you, because you're not going to get it straight away. So the issue is that you ask for what you want, you believe you're going to get it, you let it go, and then you receive it. So ask, believe, receive, and that's how it works, okay? I can't stress that enough. I wish I could grab you and just go, oh, give me a cuddle. I just want to show you exactly how it works for me. It's worked for me. I got my home by $1,000. I got my car. I got my jobs. I got my radio shows. I got everything that I wanted. And it's not because I'm psychic. It's because I asked for it. I asked for exactly what I wanted. So let's keep going. I'm going to scroll forward. So if I've missed your question, then come over to the live feed, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air on Facebook, and I'll see you there. So, so she's written it again, It's, I know you're having a hard time with your finances, but something's got to give, Lovey, okay? I understand that, Kathy. So let me keep going forward. So guys, post your questions on the Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air page, and we'll see that there. And if you do have a validation, then please come over to that page and post it up there for me. Thank you. Wow, that's cool. I'm just reading stuff on the live feed. Michelle Borgo, she says, if you have time, I'd love a card, please. I always laugh when people ask me for a card, because I don't do cards. I do straight messages from Spirit, Michelle. So there's no such thing for card as me. If I had a card, I think that I would be totally upside down, because I don't know how to read cards. I wouldn't have a clue. I don't want to know, because I actually get all my messages directly from Spirit, okay? So that's how I work. I'm a remote viewer. So, Michelle, I'm going to do a reading for you anyway. And when I was saying your name, I got my left toe. So my big toe wasn't hurting, but the next one after. So whatever that toe is called. It's not a pointer toe. I don't know what it's called, but the second toe from the big one, okay? And I also feel really, really dry in the mouth, and I feel like something's not right around the throat area as well. So I feel like there's someone around you that's had chest issues or something not right around the throat and chest. Okay, so that's really important because I feel like they've had a cough as well, and they're also trying to get their breath. And I feel like this is lung. I've just heard the word lung, and I also get 16 around you, the number 7 in the month of July. So they also give me left shoulder. So I feel like this was a left body injury. So the left shoulder, the left side of my arm, as well as my shoulder, is really, really sore. Okay, so the whole joint in my left shoulder. So who is? Oh, bless you, Ellie. So who is that around you, and who is the person that has the elderly lady? Okay, and who is this person that has the short, like bob kind of hair, and it's grey and it's wavy? Okay, and I feel like this lady's around you all the time. She's shown me that her face is very, very wrinkled and that her skin is very, very pale. So like ghost, she said. She's I'm like a ghost. Okay. Um, and she's saying to me also that she had problems with her mouth as well. So she's shown me that her mouth and that she had like food coming up. Okay, so I feel like this lady might have had dementia or some form of stroke or something like that. But I feel like the food was coming up all the time. Something wasn't right with her belly. Okay, and I also get the 11 around you, so the month of November. And I also feel like going forward, there's a few things coming up. There's a few obstacles coming up, normal everyday stuff, so don't panic. Okay, so I feel like you can be a worrywart. And I feel like that after February / into March, things are going to change for you. Okay, so they're also going to take me back to 6 to 8 months. Okay, going forward, everything's going to backflip. Everything's going to start to change for you. It's going to be very good. I'm very excited for you. That's going to be really nice for you, and I'll leave that there.
I've got a couple of validations.
Okay, over to you there, Ellie.
So the first one's from Jessica Taylor. She said, "I'm not sure about the broken ribs. I did have my gallbladder removed last month.
Right,
Worst
there you
pain
go.
ever."
Yes, I know that pain. I had mine removed as well. I know that pain. That's probably what it was, and I felt like I had someone breaking my ribs there.
There was one from Tracy Joyle. She said, "You did say I was going to come into some money and things would get better."
Yes, so did it happen? Sorry, I missed that.
Tracy Joyle said, "You did say she was going to get it to come into money and things would get better."
Yeah, cool. And so she's saying that it happened yet or not?
Yeah, she got the new job, I think, and she got some money from
Oh,
an
go figure.
insurance.
Well done. Yeah, sorry, Ellie. I was reading a really long message on the live feed here, and I was trying to listen to you and try to put two brains together here.
All good.
Mm-hmm.
Kathy White said, "You're so amazing. Thank you. I'm going to watch it. Thank you."
Yes, Kathy, it's going to change your life, lovey. Please do that after the show. It's going to change your life. Ask anybody that's been on that show and watched it, and they've all come back to me and told me how it's changed their life. You know, even to the point of like manifesting. I had one lady 2 weeks ago tell me how she hadn't seen her grandchildren for so long, and a daughter, and then sure as ever I told her to manifest it and watch it grow and watch it come to fruition. And sure as ever, she messages me, and I put it on the show a couple of weeks ago, and tells me that she sends me a beautiful photo of her grandchildren. How beautiful is that? She met them. So yes, Erin Walsh, did you get that one there, Ellie?
Not
yet.
Yeah, we've
done
done it, and I do have another validation.
Oh, okay. Over to you.
So Leslie Chambers said, "Thank you, Leslie. My birthday is in June.
Oh.
My brother in spirit birthday in July. I do tend to want things to go the way I want it to, and I am probably pushing or harping at them in this situation, but only because I don't want to see them head down the wrong path. I will pull back. I know they have hit their own brick walls, but it's hard to watch. Thank you so much."
Yes,
beautiful
Lovey, of
Leslie.
course.
I needed to hear this.
Yeah, Lovey, it's not a matter of being, who's right or wrong. It's a matter of making sure that they're okay as well. And I feel like they've got their head screwed on, or they just need to have a little bit of peace. Okay, so I've got Cheyenne and NSM or something like that. So you guys need to come over to the main page on Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, because I can see you on my streaming software, but you need to come over to that page, guys, please, okay? Because I'm only reading from the main page on Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. So Kaz Hunkin, hi, I'm from the UK, would love insight into my health, thanks. So 99% of the time we can't do or say anything about people's health, but what we can do is guide you to the right direction with that, okay? Which means that I can't tell you to have surgery, or I can't tell you not to have surgery. That's what mediums should never do, or psychic mediums should never do. But I can also just guide you with regards to nutrition. I'm a qualified trainer and assessor, as well as lectured anatomy and physiology for quite a long time, and a personal trainer for 36 years. So I think I have some clue about what I'm saying. But going forward, for you there, Lovey, I do feel like there's Kaz, there's a few issues around the nutrients with you with not eating well, okay? So going forward, and I also feel like this is frazzling your brain. So I feel like there's a zinc deficiency with you as well, and that you can't focus, okay? Because the focus needs zinc, your brain needs zinc, and if you're not eating well, the brain needs about 120 grams of carbohydrates just to sleep at night. Okay, so if people are starving themselves, or if people are not eating right, then what happens is the brain can't sleep, the brain can't calm down, it needs to calm its farm, and it needs that carbohydrates to keep thinking, to keep the energy up so it can actually do its job. Because the brain, after you go to sleep, starts to shut down, and then what it does is it gets all the organs to start recuperating and recovering and repairing themselves from the 24 hours before. So if you're not sleeping well and you wake up the next day, or you're awake all night and you get out of bed and then the next day you're very hungry, it's because all your leptin and ghrelin hormones have actually still been in overdrive from the 24 hours before. So you need to make sure that you're sleeping properly. So there's a lot of things with regards to sleeping for people. If they're not sleeping right, they don't feel right the next day, they're fatigued, they can't function right, and that's what I'm feeling with you there, Kaz. And I'm also feeling that there's not enough nutrients and not enough hydration of water. And I want you to look at things like lemons. Lemon's got a lot of vitamin C in it, lemon's got a lot of nutrients in it. So doing like lemon hot waters in the morning, getting that into you, and looking at for sleep at night. These are what I do for myself. So take it on board if you want to. Is I get the Celtic salt and Himalayan salt, I mix them together, and I get like a teaspoon of both of them. They've both got around 83 to 80 minerals between them, which are natural, normal minerals that your body requires to function. And I just put that into hot water, like a teaspoon. I mix them both together and I put them into hot water at night, and 20 minutes before I go to sleep. And then I have the most tranquil and deepest sleep ever. And I don't wake up. I just, I feel like I'm a dead weight. So that's what I do before I go to bed, because my bloodstream has had all these beautiful nutrients that's actually relaxed my body, and my body goes into the repair mode. Okay, so you want to remember, when you don't have sleep, or when you don't feel 100% and your body hasn't recovered from the 24 hours before, clearly your body is in overdrive. So that's when you get adrenal fatigue. That's when you get a lot of things going on, a lot of chaotic stuff goes on with your body, and it becomes out of a homeostasis environment, which homeo means same, and then stasis means stable. So if your body is not in a homeostasis environment and it's trying to balance out, or there's an overweight issue, or there's diabetes or an onset, or whatever the case may be, your body is going into a dis-ease mode. So it's got to survive. It doesn't know left or right or wrong as well. It just knows that it has to survive. So if I was to pick up a heavy weight at the gym, and my brain knows that, wow, this weight is heavy, it doesn't know it's a weight. All it knows is, my subconscious mind, all it knows is that this is heavy and I have to survive. And it'll put more energy into that next lift, and it'll put more muscle fibers into that next lift, because it doesn't know what you're doing to it. The conscious mind knows, but the subconscious mind doesn't. The subconscious mind thinks it's a pen, could think it's a boat, a car. It doesn't know what you're lifting. All it knows is that it has to survive. And that's how your body goes into these different modes of fight or flight and stuff like that with the nervous system. So I feel like your nerves are all over the place, and I feel like that everything needs to calm down. So you need some good nutrients. You need some zinc and some magnesium, and probably and I feel like I just heard vitamin B, and I feel like vitamin B might be deficient there as well if you're stressing out. So So please go to a functional medicine doctor, because the functional medicine doctors are amazing. They always have your best interest for the natural side, but they have a medical side as well. Okay, so please look into that, or go to a really good naturopath / dietitian or nutritionist are really good. So. But if I've missed your question, then come over to the page Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We're streaming across 8 platforms tonight, and I might have missed your question because I've got to catch up on the feed because I talk and then I miss a lot of entries here, a lot of comments. So yes, so please tell me. Please tell me what your question is on the main page. And over to you there, Ellie. We'll be back in a second. I'm going to read out a lady called Lisa Delante next. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM.
All the local news and all the great music.
On your sound,
Do you want this
your
on still?
community.
Alive
Do you want this
90.5.
on still? Do you want this on still?
No, you can't. Ellie.
The Hills to Hawkesbury Community Newspaper is a family-owned and operated free community magazine.
What are you doing to me?
2,000 copies are printed every fortnight and delivered to
She's
75
freezing and I'm cooking
locations across the
because I get really hot because I feel all the
areas.
energy.
You are able to pick
And then
up
she's
a
going,
free
do you
copy
want that on?
with
She's going, look at us.
access
She's
at
just freezing to death.
hillstohawkesbury.com.au, plus the newspaper's social media sites. The Hills to Hawkesbury team's aim is to inform, involve and inspire, which is why partnering with Alive 90.5 makes perfect sense. Station sponsor, Warfire Workers. Enjoy free live music every
I've
Saturday
also
night
got
at Workers
2
Hometown.
validations after this.
Every
I've got
Saturday
2
night and
validations.
Sunday
Oh, right.
afternoon at Workers Sports. And every Sunday afternoon at Workers Hughes. Plus, enjoy a full range of dining facilities. Visit the website at www.workersclub.com.au for the full music schedule, plus plenty of other activities, including raffles, bingo, promotions, and fun events. Workers is your club. Station sponsor. Are you planning to buy a property to live in or for investment? At Hills and Shores Property Buyers Agency, we make property buying easy and stress-free for you. Our in-depth market analysis and best-in-class service delivers outstanding
Cool
returns
bananas.
for your hard-earned money. Call us now at 888
We've got a few minutes to go, guys.
Or go to our website, hillsandshores.com.au, to book a free consultation with us. Remember, we are buyers' trusted agents. We go really hard to get the best deal from sellers. Station sponsor. We all know that paying for
So
a funeral
bizarre.
can be a financial
I don't even
burden.
remember half the
However,
stuff I've
at
just
the
said in the
end
last
of
hour. Hey,
a prepaid funeral with none
Crazy.
of the ongoing premiums that is associated with funeral insurance, $1,000 can get you started. Hills Family Funerals, a family-owned and operated business of 35 years, can make it easier for you. Call 02 9659 0900. Ask for Richard Spiteri or speak to one of the friendly staff members to learn how. Get assistance today. Call Hills Family
One more ad.
Funerals, station sponsor.
Looking for a stopover between Sydney and Brisbane? Visit the City Centre Motel Kempsey on the mid-north coast. Clean, comfortable rooms with friendly staff to give you that family hospitality to ensure your stay is enjoyable. Within walking distance of the RSL, McDonald's and various other local cafes and restaurants. Book on our webpage kempseymotel.com or contact us directly on 02 6562 7733. Stay.
welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero, and I'm live across 8 platforms tonight. So come over to the main page on Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and post up your question there. I'd like to just say hello to Lisa Delante. She says, I'm a first-time viewer. Haven't seen any local readers on Facebook, flooded with US readers, etc. Well, I'm here in Australia. So Ellie and I are from Sydney, New South Wales in Australia. So tell us where you're from there, Lisa. So come over to the main page, guys, and post your questions up. So we've got another one here. Gary Howard. Hello, Lesley. I'm a first-time listener. Just wondering if you might be able to give me some information on my future, please, in regards to housing and my grandsons. Thank you. So, Gary, well, let me see what Spirit pulls through. Gary, can't guarantee sometimes what people want is what Spirit wants to give me. So why do I get the number 12 around you as well? So 3 and the month of March. And I feel like December is going to be big changes for you. Now, they're also giving me pain in the left side of my cheekbone. So I feel like this is either the tongue or the tooth or something like that on that side. I also feel like there's issues around the throat for you as well. Okay, so what's going on there? What's the question? The housing and to my grandsons. And I also feel like the housing will start to take place and things will start to change. You need to go and watch The Secret as well, because I feel like there's a very negative connotations there around you, or negative behavior. And I also see a bit of bullying around you as well. I don't know what's going on there. I just heard the word bullying. And I don't know, I don't feel like it's you. I just feel like you got bullied or someone got bullied around you or something like that. I don't know. I don't even know why I said it. I just heard that, and I've got to say what I get. And I also feel like the number 9 around you for September is going to be significant, or it has been already, and busy around January into February. And I feel like that's where where there's going to be changes around the housing there. Okay. I just heard trailer. Is that a trailer park? What's trailer park mean to you? I don't understand. So I just heard trailer, and then I heard the park, and then I've also got my left leg, my whole of my left lower part of my leg is really stiff and numb, and I feel like it's swollen. Okay, so yeah, is there issues around your leg, or you can't get something fixed, or knee problems or something like that? Because I feel like that the knee is a bit blown up, like a bit swollen, or it was. Okay, and I also get the number 12. So I've gone back to 12 again. So definitely the number 12 for you. And they also show me number 2. So what's with February for you coming up? I feel like birthdays and anniversaries around there as well. And also just going forward with, what was our last one? Grandsons. Yeah. I don't know why I still see like a line in the sand for the grandchildren. Okay. And yeah, and see how I just changed my voice, and I feel like a bit stressed. I feel like this stresses you out quite a lot, okay? And I feel like there's no end to a means at the moment, and that's how you feel. So I just want to say too, things will change. It needs to change. Your mindset needs to change first before things are going to change as well, okay? I really, really strongly recommend watching The Secret as well. And I'm not here just to promote it. I don't get any money for it. But I'm telling you now, guys, this will change your life like it did for me. Donna Warriner, she says, my spirit guide must think I'm a bad you-know-what. Fair enough. Okay. So Lavinia Pomana, thank you, Lizzie. I need to remember that always. Fair enough. Okay, I'm going to scroll forward because I feel like I'm really, really far behind.
I have a validation.
Yeah, go for it while I read this one.
Yeah, so I've got a validation. It's from Rachel Brown. She said, I have a hard time breathing. I was coughing up blood last night. My left shoulder is injured and hurts tremendously. I have court coming up on November 11th. Beyonce has the bob cut. She just got her hair cut the other day. Thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, if you're vomiting up blood, I really want you to go to the doctor and get checked with that one, because that's really important. Please. I do feel like there's some form of like in your stomach or in your chest, there's some sort of tear or something. I don't know. Is there pain? Because I feel like I've got pain in my chest. Okay. Jackie Clean, she's got a validation there. Right ankle, brunt, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I'm really far behind because I remember you saying that one now. So I'm going to scroll right forward, guys. So if I've missed your question, then please post it again. Tell me where you're from as well. Suburb, state, country, county. Cheyenne, are all the crystals I'm finding a sign from someone? Why am I feeling so lost? Please and thank you. Yeah, well, apparently, and I posted up on my page too about the moon and how many moons are coming in and all that stuff. So have a look at that on my page, because that might make you get a reason why you're feeling so lost. But I don't understand that, because I feel like that things are you've got some positive things like in your life already, because you're finding crystals. Okay, but then you're saying you're so lost. But I don't feel like that's the way. I feel like that you just haven't got proper foundations for decisions that you need to make. Okay, so lost means that you've got nothing to look forward to and everything like that. But I don't feel like that is the case with you. I just feel like that things are going to be a lot better once you start focusing on you and getting out of automatic mode and then pushing yourself to get to where you want to be. Okay, so that's sort of like a little virtual kick up the butt from my personal training hat. Okay, so Jessica Taylor says, I'm not sure about the broken ribs. We've done that one. Tracy Joel, we've done that one as well. I've got to go right forward. I feel like I'm really, really behind here.
A little
So we've
bit. Just a little bit. You're not that bad.
Yeah, not that bad?
No.
Oh, I thought you were being sarcastic. That's why I was laughing. I go, oh, okay. I'm up to there.
No.
She makes me laugh, Ellie. Okay, right. Well, I'll just stop here. All right. So, here we go. Erin Walsh, she says, I bought the book The Secret and have started reading it. This book is extremely accurate. And once I started reading it, it made a lot of sense. There you go there, lovey. Beautiful. So we need to get other people on board so that they can start to feel better and change their life, because it will change your life. So Monique Dupont says, I'm going to start and change my mind, think positive and ask for what I want. 100%. So you don't just come along and say, okay, guys, universe, I want to have that black dress, without telling the universe what size you want, what type of material you want, when you want it especially, and how long it's got to be and how short the sleeves are, or what type of neck collar you want, so you've got to actually be specific in what you ask for. So you ask for it, and then you believe you're going to get it. So you believe that you're wearing it. You picture yourself wearing it. You picture yourself hanging it up, etc. For example, with me, with my home, I pictured myself in my home, cooking in my kitchen, driving my car in the garage, swimming in my pool. So that's what I did. And sure as ever, I got it by $1,000. And then you ask, you believe, you let it go, so that the universe and your spirit guide can actually get together and go, oh my God, she wants that black dress. Oh my God, I've got to deliver exactly what she wants. They start to scramble and scramble and scramble till they find it, and then they start putting things in place for you to get what you want. It's insane how it works, okay? So it freaks me out still, and I talk to spirit, so you can imagine how much it freaks me out. So and then you ask, believe, and receive, okay? So that's the best way to think of it. So did you do the Lisa Chambers one?
Yes.
Okay.
I do have 2 more though.
Okay, wow. I think she's done more talking than me tonight. It's like last week.
Yeah, Mondays are usually pretty good for that. So the first one's from Dawn Poole. She said, repeat comment validation with a little more detail from last night. Thank you so much for last night. I am always talking to my dad recently. We've had a lot happening in my house, and every time I tell my kids it's grandpa or aunt Melissa, it usually stops, or if I acknowledge and just say hi, Dad, something falls, or I feel like someone is hugging me. That just started happening recently. Yeah, beautiful. That's so beautiful. They're always around, and even if you don't feel like they're like, I get people that tell me, I've been talking out loud to my mum and I don't feel that she's around. Well, they're around. Don't you worry. They don't go anywhere. It's just that you're the one missing the messages. I don't believe in blockages. I don't believe in misinterpretations of spirit and stuff like that. What I believe is that you're missing the little faint. Sometimes it's very, very faint. For example, if spirit gives me a heart attack, and shows me that the person that I'm reading for, past loved ones, had a heart attack, they'll give me a little flick in the heart, and it's so faint. And if I don't pick it up, the flick will get stronger. If I don't pick that up, it'll get stronger again until it really, bless you, until it really, really hurts me. So, that's how spirit works for me. And that's what you guys got to understand, is that you'll see little tiny faint things, and then they throw their hands at me and they go, oh my God, she missed it again. So that's what they do. They don't just go, oh, hang on a second, I'm going to have a full on conversation with you, from the other side, when you don't know how to talk to spirit. So, and that's what happens, guys. You've got to make sure that you're acknowledging them, and they always love to hear your voice. They always love to hear that you're talking about them or to them. It's that clear. They don't take away with them any, pain or sorrow, or once they've crossed over, there's no pain. There's absolutely no pain at all. There's no sorrow. There's no grieving. There's no guilt. There's no upset. There's a few disappointments I've seen, but I've never seen anybody, and I've done hundreds and hundreds and thousands of readings, not hundreds of thousands, but thousands of readings, and I've never seen any past loved one get upset with the person on the living side. Never, ever. That's about it, really. So
You got any more validations? Yes, over to you. I thought so.
So Kaz Hunkin said, "Thank you so much for the health advice. I've had my bowel removed, so it's hard to stay hydrated and have 4 autoimmune diseases. Keeping a balance is very difficult. I have chronic pain, so cooking for myself is very difficult. I will get some vitamin supplements. Thanks so much."
So the 4, what did you say? 4 autoimmune?
Yep.
Yeah, 4 autoimmune disease comes from deficiencies as well. Okay, that's really important. You need to start looking after your health, Lovey. And all these ailments, all these diseases are coming from lack of looking after yourself, okay? Because you're not eating the right nutrition in food, you're not having the right food, not the right nutrition. It's so important. Your body is not a device that you can just plug in the wall and it goes normal. And if you're having a lot of pain in your joints, as well as, and I did say magnesium for you, a lot of pain in your joints, or whatever the case may be with your muscles or anything around joints and muscles. I know it for a fact, because if I don't take my magnesium for myself, I'm in pain myself. Okay, so because your body lives off these nutrients. If you don't have nutrients, it's just like putting fuel in the car. If you don't have fuel in the car, you're not going to be able to use the car. It's that simple. Or the wheels will fall off if you don't get them serviced, or the motor will go rusty if you don't put oil in it, and it'll blow up. So what do you think your body's going to do, guys? It's not a machine. Your body will have to do anything and everything to survive. That's what I said before. So if you've got lack of nutrition and you haven't got the right nutrients in your system, your body will do something. For example, it will take calcium from your bones because it needs to put that into the bloodstream, and the subconscious mind in the background says, oh my God, I'm not going to have to ask the conscious mind if I should take some calcium out of the bones. I'm just going to automatically do it because I need to survive. So I'm going to get that calcium out of that spongy bone in your hip, and I'm going to put that into your bloodstream because that bloodstream is deficient in calcium. So it will continue to reproduce that into your bloodstream. That's what it does, guys. So everything that it's doing now is automatic. It's doing it so it can survive. So there's a lot of people that just blame the autoimmune disease and everything like this, but they don't just come from out of the blue or overnight. They come from a long period of time of people neglecting their bodies and not looking after themselves with regards to nutrition and exercise. Lower back pain comes from a lot of people that are weak in their glutes. So the glute medius and glute minimus muscles need to be activated and pushed like an old-fashioned light switch. If you push the old-fashioned light switch down, you've got to virtually hold it down because it'll slowly flick off. And that's exactly like the glute med and glute min muscles in your butt. They need to be held on and they need to be activated all the time so that you don't get that lower back pain. And those are the 2 muscles that stabilize your hips. So don't start me on the psychic PT stuff. Ellie's laughing at me. Oh God, I could lecture this. I actually said the other day I'd love to go back to lecturing, but it's a lot of energy. Tammy Hill, she says, Lesley, my cousin just passed away about 2 weeks ago and we were close. I'm trying to find out what happened to him. Oh, Lovey, I do feel like this was hard as well. I just feel like the heart had stopped, Lovey. I feel like it was just, I feel like this could have been drugs and this was heart has stopped. That's what I've heard. And I feel like this was gagging as well. A lot of food coming up and stuff like that. And I also get the 9 around you as well. So month of September. So yeah, definitely. Well, what's this? October? Yes, absolutely September. What'd you say 2 weeks ago? So that would have been just at the beginning of October, but I feel like this person was more sick, and you were busy, but in September. But I feel like this person was very sick in September. Okay, and I also feel like this was something around the lower extremity areas as well. I don't know. They're just saying to me, ask about that because I feel like my left foot is just killing me. So something wasn't right there, and I feel like this person had possibly diabetes as well. Okay. But definitely the heart has just stopped. That's what I heard. I don't understand. I'm just got to say what I get, Lovey, and I feel really sorry, and I'm sorry for your loss. I feel like there's going to be more questions with that later, not from me, but around the family as well. That's what I get. Let's keep going. Did we get that one there, Kaz?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just read that one out.
Okay.
I do have another one.
Okay, over to you there, Ellie.
Yep, so I've got a validation from Gary Howard. He said, "Thanks, Leslie. I'm currently staying in a caravan waiting to see where we might purchase our next house. Left leg pain, it might be the aorta pain on my left side, and most definitely will watch or read The Secret. Thank you very
Yeah,
much."
100%. Yeah, I heard trailer park. Trailer park, is that the same as a caravan park? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, same thing. Yes, I got that. I do feel like it's all going to change for you, Gary, and I feel that you need to keep your chin up, okay? As much as everything's doom and gloom right now, I feel like big changes are coming, okay? Big good changes. It's very exciting. I see big smiles on your face too. So big smiles, and it's going to be around February, March for you as well. Okay, and I'll leave that there. Michelle Coburn says, my internet reception keeps dropping out, so now I am watching when I can, but listening to you on the radio. So good. Thank you. Kim Jade, about my mum, please. Thank you, Kim. Okay, now why do I see with you? I see like white doves. I see like beautiful white flowers. So doves, and I also get the headache on the right side of my head, okay? So this is just above the ear, like not just where my earmuffs are, but above on that side, on the right side, headaches. And I feel there's a lot of anxiety around you as well. Now, they're also showing me pain in my left knee. So I feel like this lady had either issues with it or you yourself had pain in the left knee. And they're also showing me as well that this lady had issues with her eyes as well, because I'm trying to see and I can't see my writing. It feels like I'm really blurry. Did her eyes roll at one stage and it freaked you out? Because she's just showing me the eyes rolling and I saw your face just get freaked out. So rolling of eyes or something. It's like she's kind of like looked up and blacked out, but then come back to it again. I don't know how to explain that. But I feel the anxiety a lot with you, and I feel like the money's going to be coming back in the door, and this is going to be after January. No, it's going to be February, March, lovey. But January is going to be busy, and that's not just because of Christmas, New Year, but I feel like February, March, things are going to really rev up for you, okay? And it's going to be very good. So hang in there. I'm excited for you too as well. So hang in there, okay? I don't want to give away too much because there's going to be some good things coming up for you. And I'll leave that there. Yes, Beverly says, I'm manifesting all the time and it works. That's so cool. So, Cheyenne, I'd love a reading, please, Leslie. Thank you, Sydney, Australia. I think I've done her. I remember the name. Let's keep going. So if you want to have a free reading, then come over to the Psychics on Radio Angels on Air page and I'll see you there. Now, if I've missed your question, it's not because I'm deliberately doing it, but because I haven't seen it, okay? So a lot of people get upset with me and dictate to me that they want me to read them, and they send me messages after the show saying, how come you didn't read me? And I go, well, I didn't even see you to read you. So, yes, and that, I only get drawn to what spirit gives me as well. So it's impossible for me to completely read every single person that's on my live feed. So I get Brenda Walker, Alberta, Canada. Eye specialist appointment tomorrow. Will my eye get better? I do see it slowly getting better, and I feel like it's going to like 10% better. I don't know why I just heard 10%, but I do feel like it's going to get better. Okay, and the eye is like a muscle as well. So I just heard eye exercises. So the eye is like a muscle. Okay, so it needs to do exercises as well. So you can do a lot of stuff for that. So look up eye exercises for your eye. I feel like that's going to get better. It's going to slowly, it's not going to happen overnight. Okay. If anybody ever gets anything in their eyes, it's usually they put a patch over it. Because I remember when I was riding my bike when I was a kid, and I had this bug that hit my eye, and it was in my eye. And even though we got it out, my eye swelled up the next morning. I was just massive. Turned out that when we went to the optometrist to go and have a look at it, that the leg of the bug was still stuck in my eye. We couldn't see it from the normal natural eye. That's how small it was. And it blew my eye up. And then within 24 hours, they put a patch in my eye and all this stuff in it. And in 24 hours, I could actually, it was all gone down and it was all good again. So So Elva Velez says, I really have 2 goals this year. It's a new home and a surgery. Can you tell me what you see for me if it's a good option? I don't know about the surgery. I don't know. I can't really say much about that. I can't tell you to do it, or I can't tell you not to do it. But for the home, I don't feel like it's going to be this year, and I don't feel it's a good time to do it this year there, Elva. I feel like that February, March next year is going to be a lot better for you. Okay, I feel like it's too unstable right here, right now. Okay, so February, March is going to be a lot better for you. And I also get the pain in my left eye around you as well. So, Elva, what is that with you with the left eye pain? Have you had like issues with that side, or someone has had issues with that side? So, left eye pain. So, yes, I'm just going to scroll forward. What have we got here? So if you haven't had a reading from me, let me know. I apologize if I've missed your reading or your question because I can't see it on here. If you're on the wrong page, that doesn't help me. Yes, Tammy Hill, she says, from Connecticut, do you see money coming in to me soon, I hope? Well, you need to change your mindset as well, Lovey, because you need to go watch The Secret as well. Do that for yourself. It's the best thing you could do. Cheyenne, first-time viewer. I think I've seen your name before, Shy. I remember the name. What have we got here? People are writing the same question. Tanya Aikens, I love your mini lessons on human anatomy. Well, Tanya, I used to lecture 3 hours straight, stop for an hour, do another 3 hours straight, stop for 2 hours, and do another 3 hours straight. So there you go. I used to lecture 76 topics when we used to do our lecturing, and we had to be on point. That's including practical and anatomy and physiology. So, yes, so over to you there, Ellie. So we'll be back in a minute, live 90.5 FM.
Learn something new in 2022 with the Parramatta College. Term 2 courses are open for enrolment and include business and work skills, computer skills,
I'm going to
pleasure and
scroll
lifestyle,
forward so I can
languages.
catch up
Parramatta
here.
College also offers New South Wales government-funded courses. Eligibility criteria applies. Improve your personal and professional development with an award-winning community college. Enroll today at the Parramatta College. Call 9687-2072. That's 9687-2072. Or visit parramattacollege.edu.au. Station sponsor.
We are the Insight Intelligence Group, specialising in Australian corporate investigations and information risk management, workplace investigations, competitor analysis, social media intelligence, reputational risk management, internal or external investigations. Professional and proactive, Insight Intelligence Group works with you to ensure the success of the investigation. Australia-wide or global, facts, not opinion. 02 882 9837. InsightIntelligence.com.au.
Station sponsor. SE Timbers Castle Hill are flooring experts. Not just flooring, SE Timbers supply, install and guarantee solid timber, engineered, laminate and vinyl flooring, as well as carpet, blinds and shutters. An authorised dealer of major brands like Boral,
Did I do
Preference
Cheyenne
and Quickstep. Call
reading? Do you remember?
9894 or visit
No? So I remember the name.
setimbers.com.au to arrange a
She said I
free
heard
quote today.
you say my name along with another's, but I
I think
didn't.
you wrote her name down at the very beginning.
McGrath Estate Agents understand that selling your home is one of
Show
the most
Charles,
important
show
financial
Charles.
decisions you'll ever
Maybe
make.
you
With
didn't
award-winning teams in the hills, their service goes above and beyond any other to create great results and lifelong
remember.
relationships. To deliver the best possible results, Brett Humby of McGrath Estate Agents will unlock value in your home you never knew existed. To realise more and experience the McGrath advantage with Brett Humby, head to mcgrath.com.au or search Brett Humby today. Station sponsor. It is possible to stop using drugs. We can help. Call Narcotics Anonymous.
So thirsty.
1300 652 820.
Or look us up on the web, na.org.au.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and I do free free readings on live on Facebook as well as across 7 other platforms. So 8 platforms pretty much, or 9 including the radio. So come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I'll see you there. Now I just want to say hello to Donna Brooks. She said that I'm her favorite part of the day. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that. That's beautiful. I try and remain humble when I do all this stuff as well. And Marie Cole, she says she wants to hear from her son. She's posted about 20 messages, I just realized on there, and I've just noticed the last one. So she said from Scotland. And what do I get for you? Okay, so she says here, anything from my son, please. So I do get itchiness around my left eye. My eye just started to go really funny on my left eye. So what's that for you, as well as and I feel like a lot of pressure on my chest as well, and breathing. So breathing was tough around this guy as well. Okay, and I feel like there's issues around the throat too, throat with breathing. And also just going forward, I just want to say too, um, th- he's showing me games of soccer. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm just going to say it: soccer and sore foot. So right sore foot, because my foot was just absolutely killing me at the moment, and I don't know why. I just saw a soccer game, and then I saw a really right. I felt like a right sore foot. Okay, and I also get the number 11 around you. So the month of November is really significant and important. Birthdays, anniversaries, or memorials around there. And I also want to say too, the number 7 around you, the month of July, is important as well. They're saying to me 23. So you got 5. You got May. Wow, so lots of numbers for you, okay? And I just feel like with your son that things are. He just says not as it seemed, okay? So if that makes sense, everything is not as it seems. So pay attention to this. And I also feel too that the issues around that you're having around other things with regards to the home and environment around you, I feel like that you need to also pull back the reins and zippity zip. Don't have any conversations around anything around personal or private life, okay? So personal, private life, same thing, but I just feel like that you need to pull back the reins, and I don't want you telling everybody everything about anything, because I feel like the people just coming back, and I can see the venom coming down their mouth, down the sides of their mouth, and I feel like this is a bit of jealousy as well. So the green venom as well. So whatever you've got, someone else does not like what you've got, if that makes sense to you. Okay, I don't want to say that they're completely full jealous, and you should stop every connection with people. But going forward, I just feel like that some people around you, you say your piece, and you say how you feel, and the private parts of your lifestyle and whatever else, your personal information, and these people are going behind and talking behind your back, and they're making fun of it. So please pull back. I think you know what I mean. And so your son is always like beside you, always, like they don't leave your side there, lovey. So please just always remember that. Do you hold something of his as well? Because I see you holding like a shirt or a jumper or something like that. You hold that jumper, and I see you. They're just showing me also holding the jumper, and you sitting on a chair and rocking back and forth, like in sorrow, in grieving, like crying. I just saw that, and I get the sore throat as well. So. And a lot of anxiety for you there, lovey. But please, don't tell everybody everything. Just pull back the reins, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. So over to you there,
You
Ellie.
haven't done Cheyenne. She came from another page.
Oh, okay, righto. Okay. Yep, so I'll come back to her. All right, so what have we got here now? Okay, we're almost done for the evening. So Alison Turner, what does future hold, Lesley? And grateful. So Alison Turner, future. Okay. So I do get 17 around you. So 1 and 7 is 8. So you got the month of August as well. And I feel like February and March for you is going to be very busy as well. And I feel like there's going to be busy around family things and family functions and issues. Okay, so lots of issues coming up there with family, but just like pull back the reins as well. Don't get too hooked up in whatever's going on around in the family, because otherwise they're going to drag you into it. And I just heard this has already happened. So yeah, well, it's a bit too late, but I feel like it's going to flare up. Everything's going to settle down around Christmas time, and then everything's going to flare up again. So pull back the reins, okay? It's not your fault. Just keep your mouth zippity zip, and things are going to change around February, March. But then I'm also getting June and July is going to be a bit more money coming in, okay? So make sure that you've got your hand out, your right to receive, not your left to leave. So your right to receive with the money coming on top, and holding your hand out, visualizing that, so it's going to happen for you as well. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. And let's keep going forward. Cheyenne, she goes, I really can't find it. Only you directed me to ask a question on the main page, and as I was following on another. Okay, probably where I saw you. I don't know. I just remember the name. So we'll do Cheyenne now. I don't know what your question was, so I'm just going to do a general. So what do I get for you? I get 16 around you, so 7 and July. And I also feel like that Christmas time, there's going to be times of celebration. And this is not just around for Christmas. This is celebration around other things, like there's announcements or something like that. Announcements or surprises. I probably shouldn't tell you the surprises, but I've spoke people's surprises before. And I also just saw a ring. I saw a ring and I saw surprises and I saw, yeah. So who is that around you? If that's not you, then who is that around you? Or it could be Amanda Jane, Elva, Katrina King, Jerry Lee, could be someone around there. But I just feel like that there's a lot of surprises coming up around Christmas time. Okay, so it's like beautiful celebrations, a lot of good positive stuff. So keep your chin up, okay? And I feel like there's going to be a function that you'll go to, and that there's going to be lots. And this is not just general stuff. This is going to be like a lot of laughter, a lot of trickster stuff. I just heard trickster stuff. I don't understand that, but I've got to say it. So a function around December that's going to be quite funny, like I don't know, catch a con or something like that, So like a game thing. I don't get it, but I've got to say it. And I also feel like the jaw or someone around you or yourself is actually clenching your teeth like this, and I can feel my jaw, my right side of my jaw just cracking and things like that. And I never get this. But I feel like this is you, and that you're grinding your teeth during your sleep. So maybe you might have to look at the dentist or something like that to get a splint, because I feel like that you're grinding your teeth when you're sleeping. And I'll leave that there. And you're waking up with a bit of headaches. I feel like there's pressure here. I can feel my jaw. It's like a lot of pressure here for you. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Oh, okay. Wyoming, USA. And this is Stephanie Albeta. She says she's from Wyoming, USA. She says, please, could you tell me what is wrong with my scalp? Thank you. Love listening. I don't know what's wrong with your scalp. I'm not a hairdresser or hair specialist, but I do feel like there could potentially be, if you've looked at every avenue, then it could potentially be spirit that is actually touching your hair, okay? And I feel like this happens more at night when you're just about to go to bed, okay? So I feel like this happens at night and also early in the morning when you've just woken up. It's like it's really itchy. But I don't feel like there's anything else there at the moment. And I'm also getting itchy at the back of my neck. Okay, so I also get the number 9 around you. So September month was a significant month for you. Okay, and going forward into December, so December, last few weeks of December, and well as into January, just keep your chin up there, because I feel like there's going to be a couple of little annoying things that are going to take place, but you're going to get through it, okay? Couple of obstacles around January, end of January, but pushing forward, which is normal everyday stuff, but pushing forward, February and March for you also going to be a lot better and a lot more shining. They're saying shine the bright light, keep your smile on your face. That's what I'm getting for you as well. And I'll leave that there. So any more validations there, Ellie?
Yep.
Okay, over to you. I didn't even have to look at you. I just knew.
So Marie Coyle said, I got his jumper made into a teddy bear. I've got COPD and my breathing is bad. My son had asthma. He took his own life last July. I've got the feeling that some friends aren't friends. Thank you so much for the reading. Yeah,
I knew he'd taken his own life. I had that feeling as well, but I just sort of couldn't really say it in that format on the live. So, yeah, that's really sad. But he knows that you've got the jumper there, Lovey. He knows that you're cuddly. He knows that I can see you going back and forward, just, sobbing and crying. I know that you're doing that, Lovey. I saw that. It's like you sit on it's like not a rocking chair, but it's like it looks like to me a light colored chair, and also with a window on the right-hand side. And I see you just holding this item of his and just rocking back and forth, just sobbing, And Lovey, can I just say to you also that there was nothing you can do. He had his mind made up, and there was nothing you could do. There was nobody else to blame. Okay, so please don't feel like that you're the one that needs to take the blame for this one. And you can hear my throat going because I feel like he's still here. Okay. Okay. I'll leave that there. I have to move on from that one there, lovey. Sorry. Oh, that's beautiful. Sometimes, some people just can't cope with a lot of things, in life at the moment. And there's been a lot of, people doing things to themselves and moving on into another world, So it's not very pleasant. But anyway, I'm going to go forward. So, Sharon Jordan, good evening, Leslie, Spirit, and Ellie, and everyone. Sorry I'm late, been caring for someone special. Thank you for reading. My brother, Gary Howard. You're very welcome there. And tell him to keep his chin up there, Sharon, because I know he's going to be fine. He's going to be amazing. Give him 6 months' time and he's going to look back and go, oh my God, what was wrong with me? My life has changed. It's so much better. I'm really excited for him, actually. It's going to be so much better. You have your everyday obstacles, you have your everyday little glitches and stuff like that, which is normal. But nothing. Once he's out of that place, he's going to be a lot better. Okay, there's not far to go. That's what I'm hearing. So, what have we got here? Oh, that's beautiful. Jennifer Parker, she says, sending lots of love and prayers for all. Keep your head up and heart open for blessings and healings, 100%. So, okay, Stephanie, she said, thank you. Yes, I know spirit is with me at night. I have a sleep number and hear the bed adjust. I think and hope one of 3 loved ones whom have crossed over. 100% lovey. That's what I was saying. The touching of the hair is at night. Because that's when they touch your hair and they just like pat you to sleep virtually. It's like patting a dog, So Elva says, I have stigmatism in my eye, but no pain. Also, if I do surgery like I want to, will it be safe? I think it will be safe, lovey. There's a lot of good technology out there. But if I was you, if you're still worried about it, go get a second opinion. That's what I did when I had the cancer. I did not believe him because I felt so good after they'd taken out the appendix. And I said to myself, wow, they're telling me that I've got cancer, but I feel amazing right now. Never felt any better. And sure as ever, I went for a second opinion. I got told the same thing, go and have the surgery. That was me, though. So Alison Turner says, yes, clenching my teeth, trying to keep the peace, zippity zip. Right hand to receive, thank you kindly. You're welcome. So over to you there, Ellie, anything else?
Ash Meadow said, I hope I get a surprise ring this year. I have been putting it to the universe. Your hat was me. I cracked it when you said that, Leslie. I used to grind my teeth. Might still do.
There you go. Yes, I do see ring. And look, I even drew a ring. Can you see that in the middle of my page? There you go. So I saw a beautiful ring and I saw some man getting on his knee and I saw him like opening up the thing and there's the beautiful ring. Nice diamond too. You'll have to send me a photo. Okay. So, and I feel like that's going to be, oh, no, I'm not going to tell you. Could keep it a surprise for you. Can't blow the whistle on everything. Gee whiz. I've accidentally blown the whistle on other surprises for people as well. And I go, oh, I wish I didn't say it. I want to be right because I want spirit to give me the right messages. But then all of a sudden I say it and then next minute I go, oh, I've just blown it. Yeah, and I can just imagine the partner going, no, she just, she already knew. Oh, right. Dawn Poole, she says, I keep seeing the name Gary, and that is my daddy's name. There you go. That's cool. Gary Lee, glad you're better, Leslie. Yeah, well, that was 16 years ago, lovey, so it wasn't a very good time. I was very sick for 1 year. I didn't have to have chemo or anything like that. I just had 4 operations in 6 months, and I was totally knocked off my feet. You can just imagine a personal trainer of all these years and then 16 years ago getting knocked off your feet and not being able to do anything for a long time. So, but anyway, we'll leave that there. So what do we got here? I've got Debbie Weeks. Hi, Lizzie. Just had my shower and took my phone in as well, so I don't miss my spirit reading. Would love to hear from my brother or anyone of my relatives in spirit. You're very funny. Whispered words of wisdom. That page said Leslie does remote viewing, Debbie. Yeah, Debbie, watch out. Don't go into your shower while I'm in the middle of reading you, because oh gosh. Ew. So yes, it's kind of a weird thing. I've explained people their whole houses to them in my actual private readings. I've actually explained people's whole houses or their houses of when, they've grown up, or their grandparents' houses or something like that, or it's just so bizarre, and they freak out, and they kind of probably think to me, oh my God, she's probably been watching me in the shower. And I go, well, no, I don't go that far. Not that I want to, either. So Debbie, I'm glad you're out of the shower for a start. But anyway, what we'll do is we'll do a little general for you, okay? So I can't remember what the question was. Where is it? Any one of my relatives. All right. Now, why do I get see how my throat is changing too? And I feel like there was issues with somebody in your family, and I feel like this could have been an elderly lady. And I feel like there was issues with her throat. Now, they're also saying thyroid around this as well. Do you have issues with the thyroid as well? I feel like Hashimoto's or Graves' disease or something like that. And I'm also getting the female plumbing area. Okay, so something's not right down there, like PCOS or endometriosis, something like that. I just feel like there's some issues around the plumbing area for yourself as well. Now, going forward, and I also get the fatigue around you as well. So please pull back the reins with your health and everything, and get everything on point, okay? Because otherwise it's going to tax you. This is going to catch up with you after Christmas time. I feel like you're going to be run off your feet. So you need to get your breath now. You need to get your energy back now, because otherwise, going forward, this is going to take its toll on you, okay? And I'm not trying to scare you, but this is going to be very, very it's going to be very draining on you, okay? And I also get 23 around you, so 2 and 3 is 5, the month of May. And I don't know why, but my fingers are hurting me. So the big middle finger, that one there is hurting me. So what's going on there? Did you jam that finger recently or something like that? Because I get it on my left hand, and it's the naughty finger, that one. So the middle naughty finger, whatever they call it. And I just feel a lot of anxiety around you as well. Now, they're saying to me worry wart, and I feel like that you're worrying about things that are not happening yet. So please pull back the reins with that. Don't manifest it to happen, okay? And they're also showing me dollar signs. So I feel like the dollar signs are going to come in between February and May next year. So there's a February dollar sign coming through, and there's also a May one coming through as well, okay? So these are going to be nice for you. Not a lot of money, but I feel like the dollar signs are coming through, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. Do we have any more validations there, Ellie? No?
Yes, I have one.
Okay, over to you.
So Elva Bella said, thank you so much. I definitely want to do a surgery, but everyone is negative about it, and it makes me double think it, lol. God bless.
Yeah, but see what happens, right? See, even when I had my surgeries, I got told by the surgeon, he said to me, it was the most nicest person ever, but he was arrogant because he was so good. And I always find that arrogant people are very good at what they do, right? And he said to me, you've got to have surgery. And I said, what for? And I said, I feel fantastic since you took the appendix out. And he says, no, you've got to have surgery. You've got cancer. And he's just as blunt as ever like that. And I said, no, you've got it all wrong, buddy. I said, I feel really good. And he goes, no, have a look at this. And he flicks around the pathology report, shows me the turns it around and goes, is that your name? And I said, yes. And he goes, read that summary there. And then he just, put me in shock. After that, I was in shock, couldn't even drive home. But I went and got second opinions there, okay? So I went to him, also went to my doctor and another doctor after that, because I could not believe that I felt so good after the appendix being removed that I had cancer. So, and I had to have a right hemicolectomy, so where they take part of the right side of my stomach out, and that's the side that I can't store minerals. That's why I know a lot about minerals, because I had to learn the hard way and research my minerals for my body. So because I have to have a lot of minerals every day, because I can't store them. I can't digest them. I can't store them in my system, because your liver, can store vitamin B up to 3 years. Later, I found out, but that side of your stomach actually stores all your minerals and things like that. So, but yeah, anyway, we're going to call it a night, and I'm going to read out a beautiful prayer that my beautiful spirit writer Wendy Harvey has sent me, and it's called Changes. So I'd like everybody on the live feed to actually think about the words that I say on these. Now, Wendy is a beautiful spirit writer. She writes, she grabs a pen, she puts it to paper, and spirit tells her how to write and what to write. So this comes from, a very deep energy with us, as well as, my energy connected with her energy, as well as the people on the live. And it just helps a lot of people in the world, so that's why we do this. But anyway, I'm going to read out this beautiful prayer / poem that she sent me, and it's called Changes. And here it goes. While many of us think the world has gone mad, many of you sit here alone feeling quite sad. This world is not what we once knew, as we often ask why, oh why. There is no simple solution as we sit here and sigh. Life will move on at its very own pace. Change happens to all, make no mistake. So live today, do the best you can do. Life will move forward, whatever you choose. Life is but a circle going around and around, but the best you can do is to keep your feet on the ground. For no matter how you make your own special move, life will dictate how this to be true. Go about your journey on any given day. Be true to yourself. What more can I say? Help where you can, whatever you do. That's why these prayers are especially for you. Try to pick yourself up even when you fall. Someone is always out there to take your call. Love and light and blessings to you all. And good night, everybody. And we'll see you back. And you're listening to Alive 90.5 FM. And we'll be back next Monday night between 9 and 11. Good night, everybody.
You are listening to Alive 90.5.
If you'd like to know more about us,
Ooh.
jump onto our website.
www.alive905.com.au.
Oh.
Still hot.
Yep, still warm. Okie dokie. Ellie? What do we got here? Oh, oops, wrong one. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow night. I can't remember which one was which. Oh, there it is.